Hello friends, welcome to our show. Today is First Look Wednesday and we are going to take a look into a very intriguing product that we receive in the mail. But before that, if today is your first time visiting with us, I want to wish you a very warm welcome and invite you to look at our over 300 videos that are arranged in playlists, as I'm confident you're going to find something that you will enjoy and find useful. If you have been here before but you have not subscribed, please subscribe. If today is your birthday, happy birthday! One of the constant struggles that we have as woodworkers is when it comes to joinery. And by joinery I mean how we put two boards together or create a nice crisp corner that is both tight and strong. And there are many solutions. 10 years ago, the best solution, for example, was biscuits. We know now that biscuits are not extremely strong, but they are very effective in joining boards and keeping them in the same level. In other words, make sure that the edge of the two boards is the same level. However, biscuits have fallen out of favor as time has passed. So a lot of developments have happened. Dowels have become very common, and I like to use a dowel-like method. I'm going to put a link here of an episode of a build we made using dowels as the only means of joinery for a very nice box that end up being one of my favorite projects. But then there are other solutions. One of the most popular ones, well, I don't know if one of the most popular, but one of the most talked about ones is the Festool Domino. And while I've never used the Festool Domino, I've only seen it used, the problem I see with that is that the Festool Domino machine cost around $1,000, which actually exceeds probably the cost of all my tools pulled together. And I cannot imagine an occasional woodworker or an entry-level builder spending $1,000 for a single tool to do joinery. So we have given up in that idea about joinery, and I was happy to stay with dowels and do my joinery using dowels or any other method that might come along that seem reasonable. And as you know, we're in the middle of building a table or a desk with absolutely no joinery, and I think that is unique to us. This is something that we came up with, and we're having a great fun with it and hope to show you the final installment this weekend, right? Will be that?
Yep.
But while this was all happening, while we were working on this project, something very intriguing arrived at the mail. And this is, probably looks better this way,
Probably.
Rockler's Beadlock kit. I haven't even opened it. I wanted to keep it for you guys. And the next day, this arrived, and it looks very much like dominoes. Should I open it? It looks very much like dominoes, but instead of being flat, it has a fluted surface.
So it looks like a whole bunch of dowels put together, kind of.
Right. But it's one piece of what looks to be hardwood.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, I don't have the cost of any of these, but I'll find it for you guys. Oh, I'm sorry, that is not true. I don't have the cost of this. I did find the cost of this, and it can be purchased for around $30 to $40 depending where you find it and what coupons you have and so forth. So we're talking about $40 versus $1,000, right? And this is the kit that helps you make joints using this, which to me seems very much, or looks to me very much like a domino. Would you agree?
Not knowing what a domino is, I can't agree.
It's one of those things that it is flat. It looks flat instead of fluted. It looks
okay.
very similar.
So kind of like the game pieces for dominoes, they just are
Yeah, I guess that's why it's called a domino.
I guess. I've never seen one for woodworking.
In one of our episodes, I had the hardest time remembering it. I'm not a very gracious package opener, you can see. I'm the destroyer of packages. So it comes in this very nice little case. It's called the Beadlock loose tenon joinery system, and it is made by Rockler. You saw them my destroyed box.
Well, it has the name on there. A little bit easier to read than the black on black.
And here's what comes in the box. I really like the presentation. It comes with the bead requires, which I assume is the bead size for each of those flutes, right? Yeah. And the block and a positioning device, and I've not even read the directions, but it seems to be pretty straightforward. Can you imagine that? I haven't read the directions.
You?
I know, right? I mean, how is that possible? It does look very straightforward. It seems you use this device and you actually move it to make all the necessary holes. It does have two knobs here, so you don't just move it like I do. It seems very well made, actually. Again, it is Rockler. It is a nice quality like Rockler usually is.
So that plate is metal?
Yeah.
Like an aluminum color?
Yeah, it's some, I don't know.
And is the other bit
That's metal too.
metal also? Ooh,
The drill is metal too.
heavy, it just made a nice divot in the wall.
The drill is metal too.
Well, I hope that's metal.
I don't know, probably Festool will come with a nice plastic drill. You probably can figure out I'm not a big Festool fan. I think any company that wants $1,000 for a joinery device is out of their minds. So, and I'm not really keen to give them that $1,000.
It's good to know. What's in there? Is that the
Nothing, it's just so you when you close. I don't know.
Is that the distraction?
This is the distractions and
Distractions and
some seams, which I assume allows you to, since they have the same hole arrangement with this,
they tell you what they are there.
it tells you exactly what I said. There are seams.
Okay.
What I assume, I don't need to read friggin' directions. So it comes with seams, so it allows you to use. What are you laughing for?
Shims.
Okay, what's the correct way to pronounce it?
Shims. It just sounds like you keep saying seams, so I just wanted to clarify. Shims.
Like the game? Sims? Simulators?
No, it sounds, the way you say it sounds like seam, like the seam between two pieces of wood.
No.
But this is a shim that adjusts for height or whatever, right?
Well, that will adjust for width, so you can do bigger boards or thicker boards.
Okay.
So it comes with a set of those. It comes with them. And it comes with instructions.
Instructions.
Again, as I told you and as you saw, I have not used it. But my initial impressions are very favorable. And again, for $40, giving you what arguably will be the same kind of strength of joinery that the Domino Festool will give you, and taking in face value that the Domino Fistful gives you, Fistful, that the Domino Festool will give you a very good join. I must say that this, at a minimum, is intriguing. The quality of the build seems amazing to me. What do you think, Alpina? I mean, you held everything.
Well, it looks very nice. Like I said, I'm pleased that the parts are metal and not.
I mean, hold this. This looks like very good quality wood. It is a hardwood of some sort.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the idea is exactly the same. In fact, if you want, since you like to take pictures of the box, you saw there how the tenon goes in.
Let your slow camera focus.
My camera is not slow.
There it goes. Just now, finally focusing.
I'm going to focus here. Something. It's a family show. And here is again some applications of this device. Mm-hmm. I'm very excited to use this actually, and Had we not announced that the table we built was going to be without any joinery between the boards, I might have been tempted to use this when I got it, because I think we got it just as we're starting, right?
Right.
But again, as we said, we wanted this table build to be unique and very simple without any joinery, so we stayed true to that. We did not change our plans, but I'm sure I will put that in future use. So this being a first look, first impression, whatever you want to call it, I must say that I like the beadlock. Definitely it will be slower than the domino. That is very much like a biscuit joiner. You put it in the wood, it cuts the opening. Here you will need to make like 5 openings. How many of those are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's like 5 drill presses, right? It will not be extremely long. But for an occasional use, for the DIYer, I don't think you can beat this thing. To me, it looks like an identical type of joinery than the domino, and it's substantial savings. Now, if production is the name of your game and you need to generate hundreds of joints per day, maybe then spending $1,000 for a domino is something within the realm of what you need to do. But for what we need right now, I'm very happy we received that, because really all the joinery we have done up to now has been joinery using dowels, and I'm quite in love with it, and I like how it looks, etc. But if you want the hidden joinery, I think that will be very exciting, and you're going to see it in our channel as all the products that we show you in our first look in the very near future. Any impressions? I like the little case and everything.
Well, yeah, it's a nice case. Everything has a spot, and again, I like that the pieces are made of nice.
And it actually says what is inside.
Well, that's good.
Do you know how many of those I have that say nothing outside? And you have to open it and to see,
Well,
because
they just have the brand name, and you're like,
Right.
which tool is this? Because
Right.
you have so many tools.
And of course they have this kind of finish that you cannot put a tag on, because it won't stick. So I'm very impressed. My initial, Elpida doesn't like to say anything because we haven't used the tool yet, but my initial very, very favorable, and I really cannot wait to get to use this. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm excited to see what it does
And of course,
it comes together.
you will find out in this channel exactly how good this is, or how good we are in using this. I don't know. Not that we ever not good in using things, right? No mistakes, ever.
No, never.
Never. So this is our first look of the Beadlock loose tenon joinery system by Rockler. This is a very strange thing, because this just arrived through our mail. I have not talked with Rockler. I cannot say that, therefore this is a sponsor video, because I don't know who sent me this. I didn't buy it, and when we receive it, you send it? Okay, my videographer here was just trying to tell me something technical, but I was like, she raised her hands like you sent it and you haven't said anything for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was me. I just sent it as a secret Santa gift.
I see.
After Santa.
Now, this is interesting. It says, warning, cancer and reproductive harm. What can cause cancer out of this?
I don't know.
Oh, drilling, sanding, or machining wood can expose you to wood dust, a carcinogen in the state of California. Okay, so yes, ignore this warning. This is just legalese to keep everyone from suing everyone because they were being stupid, right? But in any case, I totally lost my train of thought. So what was I saying, Elpida?
You were wrapping it up.
No, you want to wrap it up. We will make a project for sure to show you how this is used, and you're going to show in the whole glory a first use. Since this is a first look, I would like to say have a first use, meaning that we're not going to practice how to use this. We're going to use it and film it for the first time, because I think it's important to see how a tool how easy it is to use a tool that you have not used before. Does that make sense? And do we need a PhD in beadlockery to actually...
Beadlockery?
Yeah, beadlockery.
Beadlockery.
Beadlockery. You're right. In order to use it, I mean, you know, I have a couple of tools in my shop that I have never used because every time I try to use them, trying to figure out how to use them was virtually too impossible, and they came with a phone book of a manual, right? And as LP, I don't know, I'm very well known for my patience when it comes to things, right?
Yeah, you hand me the book and say, read this.
This looks pretty straightforward, and I think it is. I hope you're enjoying this project. You want to show it again?
Sure.
Since I became very long-winded here. I like the presentation. The material definitely looks good, and it is, I don't know what this is, but it is heavy. So I would say steel. What do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, this is light, but this is heavy. This is heavy material.
But they seem to be well constructed and nice weight. And...
But wait, there are knobs.
Yeah. You already talked about the knobs.
I know. So yes, I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to use this. And then after our first use, maybe that's a new series. First look followed by first use. We will tell you our thoughts on how easy this is to use and how good of a joint it makes. But again, from a cursory look, it looks identical to the quality of a joint that you will get with a Festool, with pretty much just a little longer process, because you have to drill 5 holes per each joint. So for each connection you need 10 holes. Does it make sense? But that should not be a problem. And this is nice and smooth. I like the feel of this. So that's called a bead, I guess, right? It is not a domino.
It's tenon stock.
Oh, tenon stock. It's not a bead. So
To the label there.
so why it is called a beadlock?
I don't know, but hey, I was trying to focus on that. Hey.
Hey, it's for horses.
You took it from me.
I did.
Okay, there it goes. Tenon stock.
There you go, tenon stock. And it says, rib design for hair pleasure. No, rib design. Sorry, I could not resist
I
that.
thought you said this was a family show, man.
It is a family show. Rib design prevents rocking. So they imply that this is even better. Can you imagine that? This $40 tour is better than the domino. Is that the domino killer? Is that our thumbnail? Is this the domino killer? I'm being funny and I'm going very long-winded now. I hope you enjoy this intended short video. I don't know how long it ended being. And if you did, please smash that like button. If you didn't, smash the other button twice. Share, like, comment, and let us know if you want to see more of these presentations. And again, it will be followed by a demonstration of the tool. Not right now, but in another video. Probably another Wednesday video, don't you think? Not really making a project.
Sure.
And join us in this weekend for the conclusion of our building a table, which I can tell you so far we love, right?
Yeah.
We're just about there. I mean, we have the hardest part now is to take the whole table out, which has nothing to do with the build. And we are not going to record that because I don't think anyone wants to see that.
Goodness.
I don't think anyone wants to see that, but we will show you a before and after. So before we start cleaning everything out, we'll show you, and I think we did that already on the first, but we'll show that to you again, and then the table in place and possibly with the computers on and the keyboard and how it looks in the room. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry for my long-windedness, and I hope we don't get demonetized for my little joke there, right? It's a clean joke. It is, no bad words were used. No animals were harmed in the production of this video.
Nope.
So we're going to see you soon from the Garage Wizard, Elpida, and the Urban Homesteading channel. We bid you a great week.